Hey synth drones, today we're going to talk about staying positive. Hi, I'm Pure Ambient Drone, and this is my channel where I talk about synthesizers. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with all of my synth adventures. Well, it's a really brisk morning out here, nice and cool. Fall was definitely here. I did this video last night a couple of times, but it just didn't come out right, so I thought I'd redo this. Anyway, I want to talk about staying positive. You know, a lot of times we hear a lot of negativity, not just from other people, but from ourselves as well, right? And this negativity, it can get inside of us, and it can fester, and it can turn into something that can actually dampen our love and our drive for synthesizers, music, or anything that we love in life. And so today, you know, I'm going to talk about staying positive, about just removing things from your life and removing people as well who give off negative energy. So the other day I was looking at some of my comments, and somebody had commented something really bad. I mean, they were attacking me, they were attacking you guys that come here to watch these videos. They just didn't have anything constructive to say, and they obviously did not check out any other videos on my channel, because they were saying things that were totally untrue. Things like, you never make any music, you got a bunch of gear inside of your room. See, all that stuff is negative. And you know something? People that do that, they're negative. And we need to separate ourselves from those types of people. It's not that we have a lack of love for them, but actually by separating ourselves from those people, we're actually showing them an act of love. To allow that person to continue on being negative in our lives, we are actually enabling them, which is a disservice to them by doing that. So, you know, if you want to stay positive, if you want to make difference, if you want to have a difference in your attitude, you have to make some changes with the people that are in your life and what you're listening to and who you're listening to. You know, some people tell me that their own family members criticize their music. Listen, let me throw out some pointers there. If you have people in your life who are constantly yapping about negative stuff, gossipers, people who are just down on themselves, down on other people, get away from those people. You don't have to be mean about it. Just distance yourself from them. Make little time for them. Show no interest when they're talking about the negative things. You'll know when something's negative because you can feel it in your gut, okay? If it's something that's irritating you, something that's exhausting you, something that's draining your energy, take that out of your life. Move it towards something positive. Move yourself towards positive people. Read on the internet the other day, and I've heard this a lot of times before, you have to remove people who don't believe in you. Okay? Now, the number one person who doesn't believe in me most of the time is me. Okay? I'm my biggest critic. I don't need another person telling me all of my faults. Believe me, I have enough time with myself where I hear that from myself all the time anyway, right? Okay? So I'm my biggest critic. And so that's another thing that I want to talk about, is changing the way that you think. A lot of times we get discouraged because, and I'm talking about, you know, in our synthesizers, in our synthesizer world, we get discouraged because what we do is we begin to critique ourselves, and we critique ourselves compared to those who have already made it, should I say. And I don't know what your goals are. Maybe your goal isn't to make it, all right? Maybe your goal is just to have fun with synthesizers. That's fine, that's cool, that's great. But we have a tendency to critique ourselves. We watch videos of pros, and we say, man, I'll never get to that level. Guess what? Those pros were not at that level from day one. They just weren't, okay? It took time with their instruments. It took time with their gear. And you know, I do watch a lot of videos and interviews with pros, okay? Pro synthesizer guys. And I like to consider myself a pro, but I'm not, all right? And some of these guys who we consider pros, they're not. They don't consider themselves as pros. They consider themselves as always learning. And see, that's the secret right there. Consider yourself as a student. Consider yourself as always learning. That way, you won't have to worry about when you arrive, because in your mindset, you will always stay humble and realize, wait a minute, I'm not going to arrive because I'm always growing. And you know what? That is the goal. The goal is to always be growing. If you can keep that mindset that you're always growing, that you're always going to the next level, that you're not going back, sure, you could stumble a few steps backwards. That's fine. But if you're not giving up, you're moving forward, guess what? You're growing. That's the goal. That's my goal, is to grow, is to get better. Last year, I wasn't as good as I am this year. Am I saying that I'm good? Am I saying that I'm great? Absolutely not. I'm not saying that. But I am better, okay? I am better. Compared to myself, I'm better than I was last year. And that's who I compare myself to. So stop comparing yourself to other people and start comparing yourself to yourself. Ask yourself every day, have I grown? Am I better than I was before? Am I moving forward, or am I going backwards? Answer those questions for yourself, and don't worry what other people think. Don't worry about what other people are saying. Just move forward. Turn off negative people. Get them out of your life. And that's what I do on this channel. If people leave something hateful, if people leave something negative, and I'm not talking about constructive criticism here, okay? I'm talking about just being stupid, rude, obnoxious, and useless. Guess what? I delete the comment. There's no purpose in having that kind of stuff for everybody to read, all right? So anyway, those are my thoughts. If you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. You guys are some of the smartest people that I know of, especially the guys and gals that come here on a regular basis to listen to me rant. You guys are awesome. And you know what? I don't have all the answers, guys. It's a real busy day out here today. Lawnmowers, birds flying by. Oh, check it out. The guy's on a riding lawnmower. Now that's how you cut grass. But I'm not the smartest guy, you know what I'm saying? And I don't pretend to be. You guys teach me stuff all the time in the comments, and I love it. I love it, man. This is a vlog, right? This vlog is to talk about synthesizers. It's not to give you all the answers, but it's to explore. It's to explore synthesizers. Hey, I love all you guys. See you in the comments below. Until then, keep calm and synth on.